Greetings, fellow dragon fruit growers. This is Paul, and today I'm going to share some really rare cuttings that I got from the late Paul Thompson's friend. I was repotting some of his dragon fruit, and I broke some branches, so I was able to take some of these home. Now you can see here, first off the bat is 4S, which is a pale pink hybrid from Paul Thompson, and it has great flavor from what I've heard. I have not tasted it or seen the fruit yet. This is 5S from Paul Thompson, renamed by Pine Island as Purple Haze. I have seen some variability with that variety, so I'm very happy to have some more 5S in the collection. Now, Paul Thompson lost 6S in a frost, but you can see not before he gave it to his friend. So I have several more 6S cuttings that I'm gonna grow out to compare with the other ones I have. Here's 7S, which is 8S's sister seedling. Definitely an old piece. And then in addition, an old condor and a Yala seedling that's not self-fertile with an unknown pollen source. Now in addition, I have this very old 5S. And you can see here, it's got some stem rot. And I was repotting this plant. You can see what a very old dragon fruit plant looks like. It's probably 15, 20 years old. And what happened is I was repotting it yesterday and I grabbed it, and you could see here that it just turned to mush. Got all over my hands, it was rotted, it was moldy. And so I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna clean this up with some peroxide and see if I could save this very old 5S. So let me get you set up and let me show you how I'm gonna try to save this. Okay, so my first step is I'm going to clean out all the rot as best as I can with the gloves. And this is a really old woody growth. And this rot could have occurred during the winter time due to overwatering or the fact that this rebar is really close to the mature stem. So you just scrape it off as best as you can. And then what I like to do is I follow it up with some hydrogen peroxide. I don't like to spray the roots very much. And I also use 3% hydrogen peroxide. Works pretty well for me. So again, you don't want to really get it on the roots, but in this case, I want to stop the infection. Okay. Now in this case, I want the growth to travel up this branch because it's about 3.5 feet, and it's the healthiest one. So what I'm gonna do is I used hydrogen peroxide on these really big clippers, and I'm gonna prune off these two big branches here. I really wanna promote growth on that healthy branch. So now I can remove this rebar. And I'll go ahead and try to root this cutting, see if it takes. But I will probably, actually I'll do it now. I'll cut it off a little bit shorter. There. Look at how woody that core is, that's crazy. Now, if I were to do this normally, not on film, I would let this, probably clean it off with some paper towels, which I'll do now. And then I'm gonna follow it up with some ground cinnamon. That works pretty well to stop any more bacterial infection, or in this case, this rot. Okay, so there you have it. And again, I'm gonna repot this and plant this. The soil line is gonna be right here. So I'm gonna keep this exposed. It's possible that a new growth may occur out of it eventually. But the good news is I think that this big mature branch does have some healthy growth there. Is gonna bounce back in no time. So there you go. This is definitely the oldest dragon fruit plant I've ever done some work with. As you can see, just how thick and woody it is in time. So give us a like and a subscribe. Have yourself a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. Take care.